Welcome back everyone to Cool Toy Openings, and thank you for joining us. Today we are going to be going into this Disney Princess Beauty and the Beast My Busy book. I love these. I love them because they have both a book and a toy together. It has this wonderful Beauty and the Beast storybook. It includes 12 of your favorite figurines and a playmat. So while you're reading this story, you can play along like you are there with Belle, and it is so much fun. And the front, look at how beautiful that is. Now there is an iconic scene of Beauty and the Beast at the ball. And of course you have Mrs. Potts and Chip and Lumiere on the front. Look how pretty that box is. And then you go to the back and it shows you the different scenes. Very cool. Now I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get in and see what this book has to offer. How about we open up the mat first? Look at the back. It's got a nice place for all our figurines and our mat. Alrighty, are you ready to see this fun mat? Wow, look how cool that is. It has 4 different scenes. This looks like her behind her village house. This looks like the Beast's fireplace. That must be the bedroom that Belle stayed in when she was at the castle. And this looks like the balcony. We can have so much fun playing with this. Let's bring out all our characters. I'm not going to tell you who they are until we read the story. You look at them and see if you know who everybody is. Will you be able to tell before I get to that character? Do you know all their names? All righty, almost done. And Gaston. Oh, not gonna tell you, I almost said his name. Well, he likes to fall. We're gonna lay him down for now. Okay. All right, now let's go to the storybook. All right, are you ready? Do you want to hear the stories and find out who all our characters are? All right, I know I do. I love a good story. And you know who else loves a good story? Belle loves a good story. All right, Belle spends her time walking through the village reading, but she longs to live in an adventure like the one she reads about in her books. The most important lesson she has learned while reading is to never judge a book by its cover. So where do you think Belle is? Here she is. And she likes to walk, so we're going to put her in the scene where she can go for a walk. Alrighty. Next, Gaston wants to marry Belle, but isn't happy that she has refused his proposal. He thinks Belle should feel lucky to marry such a handsome man, but Belle knows that arrogant Gaston is nothing like the Prince Charming she's read about. Oh yeah, you know where he is because I had to lay him down. He just was being arrogant and not standing up for me. Here we have Gaston. You know he's got to be close to watching Belle, so we're going to set him right there. All right, next, the village people think Belle's father has gone crazy, but Belle knows that he is a true genius. He is ready to present his newest invention, the automatic wood chopper, at the county fair. Belle wishes him good luck and reminds him to stay on the forest main path. Where's Belle's father? Here he is. Does everybody know what Belle's father's name is? Is it Maurice? Yes, it is. So here she is. She's bidding him farewell. All right, next page. The Beast was a charming prince, but is now trapped under the magic spell of an enchantress. When Maurice stumbles across his castle in the woods, the Beast thinks he has come to stare at him and locks poor Maurice in the castle dungeon. All right, this is an easy one. Everybody knows who the Beast is. Here's the Beast. Do you remember where the Beast first met Maurice? Yeah, he was sitting in his chair in front of his fireplace. We're gonna move those two to there. All right. When Maurice's trusty horse Felipe returns to the house on his own, Belle knows something is horribly wrong. Always ready for an adventure, she races to the castle to free her father from the Beast and take his place if she must. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we need a horse in here, but here she is now. She's trying to save her dad. All right. Belle slowly begins to see the good inside the Beast as he learns to be gentle, caring, and kind. But only true love can break the spell. Falling in love as they dance, Belle has finally found her own Prince Charming. How sweet is that? But we have a lot more characters, and a lot of those characters weren't mentioned. So let's go through them and see what other fun characters we can play with. Gaston back here. Now, didn't Gaston have a little sidekick? Yes, he did. And here he is. That's Lafou. And he was hiding outside of Maurice's and Belle's castle, waiting for them to come back to hatch Gaston's evil plan to force Belle to marry him. All right, and I think the rest of these characters are in the castle. Oh my goodness, let's start with Cogsworth. Oh my, everybody knows Cogsworth. He is a clock. And you always see him running around with Lumiere. They're always picking on each other and arguing back and forth about the right thing to do that Cogsworth wants done. And Lumiere's just this free-for-all spirit, and he's gonna do what he wants to. All right, now, we know who this is. It's looks like a little footstool, but we know that's Sultan the dog, and he's so much fun. I just love him in the movie. He's playing around in the snow, jumping up and down. Oh, he is such a cool, cool dog. Next, who comes next? Well, look at here. Does anybody know who she is? Of course, that's Mrs. Potts. She is so much fun in the movie, and she has a little boy, doesn't she? Does everybody know who her little boy is? Can you see him? Do we have him? We sure do. Her little boy is Chip. And here he is back here. And I love the name Chip because he's got a little chip on the side of him. And Chip's favorite thing to do when he's serving his tea is to blow bubbles. Ah, just a typical little boy, huh? Blowing bubbles and sneaking around. It's so sweet. Alrighty, and here we have the feather duster. Does everybody know what the feather duster's name is? Yes, it is Babette. And she goes around and dusts everything in the castle and keeps it clean. And she can fly. And she goes from room to room making sure everything gets dusted nice so the castle looks nice for everyone. All right, we have one more figurine. This little figurine is the key to everything for the beast. It's the rose. And the rose was so important because when the beast, or the prince I should say, got turned into the beast, the rule was if he didn't find true love, learn to love somebody and have that person love him back the way he was as the beast, by the time the last petal fell from this rose, the curse would stay on forever and all of his staff would stay as Lumiere, the candelabra, the clock, Cogsworth. Chip would stay a little cup with a chip, and his mama, Mrs. Potts, would stay the pot. And Sultan would stay the little dog, but in the chair form. And then, of course, Babette would stay as the feather duster. So it was so important for Beast to find somebody, and it's just so fortunate that Belle came along and was able to see the Beast for a caring person he was. And do you think the spell was broken at the end? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to go out and watch Beauty and the Beast. Now, thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this. You can get so many hours of fun. You can have them all in different rooms. You can play the different scenes. You can sing along. This is just so much fun, and I hope you go and find as much fun playing with this as I did. So you all have a nice day. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and please come back tomorrow and see what our new toy opening is gonna be.